Hey guys, so today I want to talk about how to change your emotional state with your woman. So if you are in a relationship or you're even casually dating a woman, right, you can sometimes get yourself into an emotional either frenzy or just an emotional mess, right, where things are just sloppy, things are not as clear as they should be. And I'm going to give you one tip you can use that can help you get out of that, right? Because if you're stuck in that mode, you can just be like a hamster on a wheel where you just continue to feel the same emotions. She's feeling the same emotions, and there needs to be a change. And that number one tip that I have for you is to start moving. Moving with your body, moving in life. And the worst mistake you can do is to stay in the exact position that you're in your life. Okay? That could mean leave the room. That could mean go for a walk, go to the gym. And when you move your body, your emotions will surprisingly follow a lot of the times, okay? I can't tell you how many times where a quick walk or a quick gym workout, anything like that, right? Where you're just out and you're moving, suddenly you find yourself in a completely different world minutes later. And so a lot of guys will make the mistake of just staying there and just basking in that horrible emotional state that they're in, and nothing changes because they don't want to move, right? And so it requires a level of faith to a degree, right? Because you are moving when you don't feel like moving. A lot of times these emotional states will want to keep you in the same realm, keep you there, keep you stagnant. But once you actually make the decision to put your feelings aside, new feelings will come as a result of that, almost as a reward. So it really comes down to having the tenacity to move when you don't feel like moving. And that's where even in the gym I talk about, discipline is sometimes better than motivation, because discipline will get you places that motivation could never. Because motivation always usually relies on an emotion to get something done, right? But discipline will get it done even when you don't feel like it. And so we need discipline in the gym, and we also need discipline in our relationships and in our emotional states. Because if we don't, we're going to find ourselves tossed to and fro with no backbone to us. Speaking of moving around, you got to check out this city that I'm in right now. It's called Williamsburg, Virginia. Stunning city. So there is always an exception to every suggestion, right? And so this doesn't do away with the serious problem in a relationship, because a lot of people might say, well, you're just running from your problems. You're just trying to escape your problems by going to the gym and blocking it out. Yes, in some cases that could be what's actually going on here. But in reality, we're talking just simple emotional issues that we're dealing with. Just a little quick reset, but we're not talking about the really serious problems in a relationship that can destroy a relationship. If it is a serious problem, right, that's going to require some sitting down and talking things out. But if we're just talking your day-to-day, emotional things you go through, maybe things don't feel the right way, it's good to get a reset, because it's not a serious problem and you're doing her and you a favor. Thank you for watching today. Be empowered.